morning, today 76. Just up on the ladder, putting the camera up, so I thought whilst I'm up here I'll give you a little bit of a view of what the ground floor formwork's going to look like. Again, we're getting quite a bit of rain unfortunately, so let's spin it around. So as you can see what they did the weekend, Sunday, well I mean Saturday was rained off, Sunday they came in and they've started putting the formwork in place for the acros that will go in and support up so they can pour the concrete floor for upstairs. But obviously we've come in again, our little swimming pool's got a bit of rain in it. Love the way they've got an extension lead in the water, supported up on a rock. See your man there walking through with boots. It's just a different world, brilliant. But anyway, we've got to get that pumped out. Today's main aim is to try and get the box work in here tackled and potentially finished. I don't know if they'll finish it, but they did do all of that on Sunday, so they might get this finished off today. I don't know when they're aiming to pour, but you know, they've done quite a lot, so we're going to be pouring towards the end of the week. That would be bloody good. But yeah, a lot of acros, a lot of sheet and apply, and a lot of weight. So, and obviously we're just playing with the elements. Apparently it's going to be like this till Wednesday. So come on, I'm down the ladder. So yeah, I'm not too sure there's going to be a great deal happening today because of the weather. But anyway, they're here and they're eager. And if the weather holds off. Come on, Tyson. Tyson again, look. Come on, son. Legend. And we've got a well in the back corner. I don't know if I didn't film it on Saturday, but you can pump it over the wall. We've basically boxed around the well that exists over there, and what we're doing is we're pumping it over into the well. So the downside to that is the well does actually lift up with height of water, so they're going to make sure they don't pump it in and flood it because it goes straight into his garden. So I need to have a word with them about that to make sure they're not going to do that. Morning, buddy. It's just as is, so it's the box work mainly. So I'll get back here later on today and give you an update and see how we're getting on. Okay, 6 o'clock, just returned. It's peeing down the rain, guys aren't here. Daughter's getting the camera down. Water everywhere because it's peeing down the rain. Let's have a quick look what they've done today. Okay, so like I said, today they've been focusing on finishing the boarding in here. So it looks like they've got a lot more done. So spin it around. Okay, so they've got the support function underneath the main living area and kitchen area semi-blocked. That's going to be a 5'4" piece. They've got the 4x2s put across in this section. They've got the beam boxed in. They finished the beam over to the other end. There's anything more done here. I think that might have been done. That beam might have been done. They've unboxed every single one of the pillars. They've also unboxed the pillars at the front as well, so have a quick look at those quick. Yeah, they've unboxed the pillars at the front, so they're quite big and chunky. Smocks sewn through. That's wood knots even. So they're alright. Okay, so they're all propped up and in. So technically, I think the next part is actually put in the sheeting, which they've now used the common sense and covered up. That is now going to go above. And then the concrete will start being poured at some stage. I don't know how bad the actual rain was here today. All of these acros have turned up, and they've also pumped out all the water again. I don't know how many times they'll have to do that, bless them. But the weather is pretty harsh, so the wind is pretty up, and the rain is pretty harsh as well. And there's forecast another part of the storm tonight. As you can feel the wind as we come in this corner. Get out of the wind so you can hear me. So yeah, that looks like where we are so far. So not quite finished off at the moment, but certainly a lot more done. Get on the ladder so you can have a quick look at the top. starting to give you a little bit more of an understanding about how high the actual ground floor of the house is actually going to be off the ground. That's for sure. So as you can see, where the ground floor is after the concrete's poured is definitely going to be over the front wall, and then we've got a 12-foot ceiling on top of that as well. So the house itself is going to be quite monstrous. So that's pretty much it for today. So we'll check in tomorrow and see whether the weather holds off and we can complete.